So my fence installation client, they were having a hard time closing sales and closing leads. So the ads that we were running for them, they didn't have really much of an issue getting the leads. Like the creatives were really good, people were opting in, but they had an issue closing them. So what we did was we're like, all right, let's stop the ads. Let's stop the ad spend because clearly you guys can't handle more leads right now. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you guys are not closing them. Let's reactivate them. Let's re-engage them, right? So we had the offer there, the $250 off, price match guarantee, fall only, winter only. And we're like, okay, cool. And what we did was we went into their customer list on Jobber through a couple of different workflows. It was a 5-day follow-up sequence for people who didn't respond at all, and a 5-day follow-up sequence for the quotes that have been sent but no responses from there. 5-day follow-up sequence for the invoice sent. So I'm going to show you guys exactly, and they were able to actually close 4 new deals because of this follow-up sequence, and that's all that really matters. 4 deals for an average price of $3,000 per fence, 12 grand right there, just off follow-up, no ads. So let me show you guys exactly what the follow-up sequence looks like, okay? So this is for the clients that didn't respond. And all right, let's see. So each workflow is set up the same way. It sends them a message and it waits 24 hours and then boom. You know, if they don't respond to it, then they get added to a workflow of 30-day email campaign, okay? But this is what the workflow looks like. The messages look like for the ones that didn't respond. Hey, Wimauma Fencing here. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to quickly check in to see if you had any thoughts or questions about your fencing query. Cool. Hey, want to know if you're still interested in that free fence estimate? Give us a call. Just want to touch base again. You are about our process and timeline. Another thing is it's Wimauma Fencing. Don't forget our estimate is completely free. And then the 5th one, this is probably the most important one. We've seen people respond to the last message. This was obviously before 2026 began. So we're offering a price match guarantee and $250 off any new fence. So I wanted to follow up and see if you guys are still considering installing a new fence. So again, it's like, hey, look, take advantage of this deal. I want to follow one more last time. That gets people on edge and be like, okay, cool. Let me try to capitalize on this. So we were able to get a few responses here, and people actually went ahead and asked, or they were just like, oh, maybe not right now, later. So even if you get the responses that's saying not right now and later, that's still a good thing because it allows you to follow with them for the next month, for the next offer within Craft Up, okay? So then that was for the people who didn't respond. The people who had a quote sent had a different set of messages sent to them, okay? So I'll pull up that workflow here. And honestly, I'll be honest, I almost lost this client, but me giving the strategy on how to like re-engage these leads and help them close helped me retain them. So I was really happy. We were very happy to retain this client because of that, because the leads is not really the main issue with these companies. It's sales. It's not leads. So how can we get them closer to the finish line as much as possible? And thankfully for them, they have a sales team, that's what they say. But you know, our job is to help them get close to the sales as much as possible. All right. So then for the ones that had a quote sent to them, hey, hope you're doing well, just checking in, price match available, boom, about the quote. Yeah, any question about the quote that we sent. So the messaging is a little different. If you'd like to compare another estimate, okay. So again, it's going to be the same cadence, just different messages throughout. And again, like, okay, cool, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna proceed with it. Or maybe I found another company, that's fine, right? But we could always loop them in for repairs because this company makes money off repairs too. So even if they got it for another company, we got to check in and see, hey, how's your fence doing? And maybe re-engage them in like the next couple months, you know? But you want to collect that information, like what are people reacting to? What are they, even if they book with somebody else, it's still a money opportunity to re-engage them for repairs, okay? So this is what the email sequence looks like. We actually got people that responded to the email sequence as well. It's a 30-day email sequence. It sends like once a day or once every other day, something like that. And then it sends a message in the middle of the workflow on the 15th day and on the 30th day, a text message. But it has emails. The email structures is basically set up like this. You know, email 1 And if they don't respond or they don't open it, it sends them with a new subject line. If they do open it, it's with the second email. I'm just gonna open email 1 here just for like the length of this video, but it's really just giving tips and insights about your fence. Hey, like fast installs, most wrap up in 5 to 7 days. We do it in 3 days max. Showing client testimonials here. So we re-engage them with that. Helps them build trust with their prospects and with their clients. So every email is kind of structured like that. Every email is differently. And then again, you want to follow up with them and be like, hey, did you take a look at the tips that I sent you? And this is what this SMS message says. And there's still some people in the workflow. Wow, like there's 46 you're waiting to get into that one. Yeah. So again, we could collect even more revenue off of this. And then our last message is going to be, let's see if I didn't click on that. Yeah, we have some special deals going on right now. Just want to check you for the last time, right? Special deals last time, provokes a little more urgency there. So that is like the workflows that we like. If you want to follow up with them, like bro, like that's already, I don't know how many touch points within 30 days. So if they want to respond stop, they can respond stop. And there's a couple people who do that obviously, but let's take a look at some responses. I mean, they've gotten back to me separately on, hey, yeah, like we've had some closed deals already from it. And that saved my relationship, that saved our business relationship, just because, dude, it's not all about ads. Like you get leads and you can't handle them, then it's more about re-engaging those leads. Yeah, like this is one of the, so look, he even responded to, like he didn't respond at all to the 5-day follow-up sequence. He opened the emails of like the emails, right? And then there's another text message, hey, send you a few fence care tips. Hi, I'll call the office to get the certificate of insurance to submit the HOA and move forward. Boom. You see that? You see what I mean when it comes down to the follow-up? The follow-up is literally everything. Everything. Oh my goodness. Like we're about to let this lead die just because we only touched base with them one time. Look. 5 messages, nothing. Emails, open every other email. Boom. Send another message. Finally got him to respond. It takes that amount of follow-up to get people to be like, yeah, I am going to move forward with it. That is literally the goal of like, okay, we funneled them in with the ads. We made the good content. We have to nurture them. Okay? That's an example right there of how that workflow works. Obviously, you have to do a lot of touch points with a lot of people to get good results. But again, their average ticket is $3,000. So, and there's not spending any money on ads right now. So it's mostly profit, especially they don't have to waste on the ad spend. They have to pay the labor, but if they cut the ad spend there, it helps them retain more profit, more revenue. So I hope you guys found this valuable. I have some other workflows here that we made, some like Google funnel review. We can reactivate for Google to leave them a review. A pre-call sequence. And then there's other workflows that we built. Like I'll show you another company here on Turf Talk Landscaping. We built a ton of automations, right, to re-engage old prospects. For this company, we built a lot of workflows for them because they offer a lot of different services like mulch and weeding, mowing, snow removal. So there's like old prospects where we re-engage them for 7 days. We built the chat bot for them. So like the DM replies, different type of ads, like one ad for mowing, one ad for mulch. So there's a lot of ways that we re-engage them. And obviously when the workflow is different when the lead comes in than when a lead is already in. Okay, but yeah, I want to hope you guys found this valuable, and like in regards to the workflows you need to build, the touch points that you need to have, the type of responses that you're gonna get if you keep following up with the prospect, and yeah, man, just anytime if you have a lot of leads right now, but they're not closing, they're not converting, it's probably not the lead, it's probably the amount of touch points you have. So that's the number one thing I would look at. And if you guys are doing all the touch points and you're still not converting, then that's where you can be like, okay, cool, I gotta redo the offer, redo the audience, and then start getting more leads out there through paid ads or through organic content. But I hope you guys found this valuable. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and we'll drop a lot more tips and insights like this going forward.